In this video, we're going to go over how to write a quotient in scientific notation. This is done in much the same way that we do multiplication, in that you handle these values here, the non-powers, and the powers separately using division rules, and then we go from there and make sure our answer is in scientific notation. Okay, so how does that look? Well, you have 4 times 10 to the third, 5 times 10 to the 7th. So I split this up and I realized that this is the same as 4/5 times 10 to the third over 10 to the 7th. This is because when you multiply fractions, you're multiplying numerators and denominators. So this is equal to that expression there. So scientific notation is a decimal, right, of some number 1 or greater all the way up to, but not including 10, right, as this number right here. So we divide that out. You can use a calculator if you want to, or you can know that that is 0.8. That's up to you. So you would do 4 divided by 5 if using a calculator, and that would give you 0.8. That is times, well, we have the same bases here. You're dividing 10 to the third by 10 to the 7th. So off to the side, I do 10 to the 3 minus 7. You keep the base and you subtract exponents. That's going to give you 10 to the negative 4th. So we're in good shape here. In scientific notation, you don't mind that there's negative exponents there. So now what we have left to do is recognize whether or not this is in scientific notation. And the answer is no, it's not, because 0.8 is not greater than or equal to 1. Remember, we need to have a decimal that is greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10 in this spot. So I'm going to move the decimal point to the right 1 place. And when I do that, I'm essentially multiplying this number by 8. And if I multiply this number by 8, I've got to divide this number, sorry, I'm not multiplying it by 8. I'm multiplying it by 10, moving the decimal point 1 place to the right. So if I'm multiplying this by 10, I've got to balance everything out and divide that by 10. If I divide by 10, my power is going down by 1. So I end up with 10 to the negative 5th. And there's scientific notation. 8 times 10 to the negative 5th is this expression. So when dealing with quotients, you literally split it up, deal with the numbers that don't have powers, right? Divide them out. Deal with these powers, simplifying with exponent rules, and then you're getting it in scientific notation like you know how. If you need lots of extra work on scientific notation, check out my chapter in pre-algebra in that course in Sci Notation. It'll go over a lot of what's going on right here. See you next time.